are the Bluey characters going to age up in the movie and become teenagers?
Bingo is my friend now. And I hope we're friends forever and ever and ever.
G'day you cheeky dogs. Today I want to talk to you about a very specific interview that the creator of Bluey, Joe Brumm, literally just gave this month that might give us a bit of a clue as to what is happening in the Bluey movie. Now, this interview was done with TV Week after he had just received the award for Bluey being the best children's show for the 4th year in a row. And he did give some hints at maybe the idea of the characters maybe being aged up into teens. So I want to break it down for you and why I think this and what it could involve, as well as some other aspects of the movie that might be a big part of it as well. But of course, so if you love Bluey as much as we do here, don't forget to hit that like button down below, that subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other Bluey videos. And let's just jump into this interview.
Are you a hard worker?
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, it's okay.
So he did restate that yes, he is not going to be a part of the TV show going forward. Another team is completely going to take over that. We already knew that. This is again just more confirmation that he's not going to do season 4. But he did talk quite a lot about the fact that his daughters are now 13 and 14 years old.
How old are you?
12.
Wow, can you drive a car?
No, not yet.
When do you start big school?
Next year.
And that being one of the main reasons why he doesn't want to work on the TV show anymore, because he feels like he can't be authentic to that kind of audience being young kids, because he doesn't have young kids anymore. He has teenagers. And as I have mentioned many times on my channel here, the show Bluey was created by Joe Brumm to showcase his life as a father, aka Bandit, with his 2 young daughters, Bluey and Bingo, again replicating the games that he played with his 2 little girls. Now, Joe Brumm also did say in this interview that he would love to work on a teen animated series as well in the future. But specifically, this is what he said about the movie when asked about it. It's one of the most fiercely guarded set of secrets, he laughs. But I'm really loving it, and I think it's just so different in a lot of ways to anything that's been done before with Bluey. So I think it will be a lot of fun.
This episode of Bluey is called Movies.
So what exactly could be so different to what's already been on Bluey? Honestly, the biggest things I think is location and the age.
They turn 7 years old, then 8 years old, then 9, then 10, then 11, then...
I can't hold it any longer. I can't.
Wow! Woo! Off they went on a big adventure.
Joe Brumm loves a time jump in Bluey. We've seen it happen multiple times, whether going back in time or forwards in time. It's something that he really likes, and he has created a little bit of like chaos because of it as well.
Oh, the house is looking good. Thanks. Can you believe Dad almost sold it?
Are you ever gonna let that go?
But something else that Joe Brumm also really loves about the show is the voice actors of the kids. Multiple times he said how much he adores the voice of Rusty and Lila and wants to keep them in the show as much as possible.
But Lila, she's got such a great little voice. That was kind of where this episode started. So much of Bluey's success is the voices. We got such good voices. And I can say that because it's not my voice. It's just we've got really good voices in this show. Every kid in it brings their own unique thing. Like, I love the voice of Snickers. I love the voice of Rusty. Bluey and Bingo, their acting is just fantastic.
And aging Bluey up into preteens for the movie solves this problem. Because yeah, the child actors have quite obviously grown. The show has been around now for 8 years. And we can hear the difference in the voice actors for the children in the show already.
Dad!
Coming.
Dad!
Yeah, I'm coming.
Dad!
Okay. Bonjour.
Dad!
Hey, kids!
Did you leave our blocks up? Oh, hello. Would you like to buy a statue? Did you leave our blocks up?
So not only does this solve the problem of being able to keep the original cast on as them being teenagers now, but it also means that Joe can write authentically as well, because he's going through his own experience now with his 2 teenage daughters. And this would be so different, obviously, than Bluey, which is about problems and complexities and games with young children, not with teenagers.
Mom, I want to do a big girl sleep tonight and wake up in my own bed.
You do your best, honey. But remember, I'm always here if you need me.
Okay.
Sweet dreams.
The other thing to go alongside this, of course, is the location, as I mentioned before. And they could do this without it being too similar to the sign. Because yeah, the sign was about the idea of them maybe having to move cities, but instead this could be about a high school trip, which is a big part of Australian culture. Specifically, usually the trip to Canberra, because that is actually like our capital city of Australia, not Sydney. It's a very typical like high school trip to go down there, see Parliament House, do all that sort of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that they could do with the show but making it into a movie and not just going to Canberra, but going like all along the coastline or all around Australia as a school trip. Obviously, this is a trope that's used a lot in teen movies, like whether they're rom-com ones or comedy ones, or even Marvel movies like the Spider-Man ones. It also means that the adult cast could also come along on this because a lot of the parents could come along as chaperones. And it also gives a lot of opportunity for new guest stars as well to be in the movie from different cities all around Australia.
The what? The Big Peanut. Why aren't we going to the Big Peanut?
Well, it's just we're almost in the clear.
And as I mentioned before, it gives them an opportunity to talk about more preteen or teen storylines, again, which are very different from the traditional Bluey show. They could talk about things like peer pressure or changing friendships,
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
the change in your self-identity, as well as some of the mental health problems that come along with being a preteen and teenager. And we know that Joe Brumm likes to tackle these kind of issues because he's already done it in the show with things like anxiety and depression.
I want to pretend that you leave me behind and I'm all alone.
Why?
I don't know.
They could also easily include Bingo and her age group in this as well and introduce new friends and new characters. So again, showing that like changing in friendship groups and things like that. Because they could just be doing like a big school trip and anyone from any of like the years in high school could be going along to it. So it's a good way of like being able to incorporate, I think, a lot of characters and also adding maybe some comedic elements about like, you know, traveling with that many kids all the time.
It's okay. They're still behind us. The guy hasn't turned the sign yet.
He's turning it.
Oh, sweet. Let's go.
I need a wee.
Okay, come on, honey.
Hang on. What? No.
This could also still quite easily be a co-viewing experience between adults and younger audiences like preteens because a lot of them have also grown up with the show. Anyone who was watching this when it came out in season 1 when they were little kids is now going into that preteen and teenager phase. So again, this kind of like moves along with the audience and I think would make for a really great idea.
They went this way and that way.
Ah! Are they gonna make it? I don't know. Yay! They made it!
Hooray!
And they live happily ever after.
Also, the only time we've ever tackled anything to do with teenagers in the show was in Barky Boats, where we did have the like preteen characters of Mia and Captain. So it does really open the door to a whole range of ideas that they could do with this movie. But cheeky dogs, let me know in that comment section down below, what do you think of this idea of them not aging up in the TV show, but aging up for the movie instead? I want to know all your thoughts and feelings down there, and particularly which characters you would like to see in this kind of school trip adventure, how you think that maybe they might show Bingo's age group in this as well. Let me know all those thoughts and feelings down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other Bluey themed videos. But until my next video, I have picked you cheeky dogs out a few other videos that maybe you would like to watch, and I'll see you all in another video. Mwah! Bye!